Hello my fellow gamer, it's Griffin here and welcome to part 2 of my Invoker Ice Strike build. In this video we'll go over changes and improvements of the build since presented in part 1 and how the character progressed so far now that it reached level 90. Let's talk about it. Let's dive in. Offence. Our character is destroying T15 maps and bosses even faster than before due to the new quarterstaff we purchased on trade. This new quarterstaff deals way more damage than the previous one, has significantly more physical damage, elemental damage and attack speed, but no crit chance or crit damage, as the price on trade skyrockets when we're looking for quarterstaff with all these stats. I am very happy with the purchase though, because it's crushing content with lightning speed and feels very effective against bosses too. We've replaced one of the rings with an unset ring that we've crafted while still being elemental resistance capped. This allowed us to use an additional skill. For a while we used Charge Staff. It was a great addition as it added more damage, but very soon became clear that instead of more damage, our character definitely needed more defensive layers, and we've replaced Charge Staff skill with Grim Feast while mapping. Against tough bosses, we'll replace Grim Feast with Charge Staff for even more damage. Defense builds weakness and ways to mitigate damage taken. The most important change needed was a very good defense against chaos damage. The least expensive way and also effective was to transition to a chaos inoculation setup. In doing so, we lost about 1000 plus life as the life value becomes 1, but comes with a massive benefit: immunity to chaos damage. The way to compensate for the 1000 plus life lost was to use Grim Feast to be able to double our character's energy shield through Grim Remnants dropped by defeated enemies during mapping. Now our character is elemental resistance capped and immune to chaos damage. Besides that, has very good amount of evasion as it can evade more than 80% of incoming hits. That being said, the hits that are not being evaded hit very hard due to lack of physical damage reduction. Yes, I could have invested more into the build for way better defenses, but my goal was to see how far I can push this character with minimum investment. At this stage, the character feels strong, powerful, with good defensive layers, but definitely needs that extra buffer of energy shield gained through the Grim Remnants, and also needs higher stun and freeze thresholds. We need to be cautious and to dodge in time big physical hits, especially from bosses. If we don't have that additional energy shield provided by Grim Remnants, then very powerful hits that are not being evaded or dodged and on top of that may crit, can one-shot our character like this. I thought it is only fair to share with you not just the wins, but the crushing defeats as well. On the second try, I learned from the previous defeat. This time I was more patient, waiting for the Trial Master to start his attack animation. Also, we respect the I am the Thunder Major Ascendency node with Faith is a choice to be able to use the skill Meditate during the fight. Meditate can double our character energy shield, but its major downside is that will take few seconds to fully charge. Therefore, waiting for the right opportunity was the key. Gem changes. As previously mentioned, we've added Grim Feast, and in order to have 30 spirits available for it, we've removed Clarity and Precision support gems. Also, we've added Profusion support for Combat Frenzy to gain power charges faster. During the major boss fights, we've removed Grim Feast and we've added Charge Staff for more damage. Also, we can remove Herald of Ice or Thunder, as they are effective only during mapping or against bosses that summon minions, and instead we can add Arctic Armor for even more defense. In addition, for Shattering Palm skill we can add Unbreakable for higher stun threshold, and Energy Barrier that makes energy shield recharge start immediately and not being interrupted for 2 seconds if our character gets stunned while using this skill. Passive skill tree changes. As previously mentioned, we've added Chaos Inoculation, and we've selected couple more critical damage nodes with quarterstaffs. Also, we've selected the last crit damage node within this cluster. Ascendency Changes. After we've managed to unlock the 4th major Ascendancy point, we've switched back to I am the Thunder and selected And I Shall Rage to get Unbound Avatar skill. This makes the character even more effective during mapping. That being said, during major boss fights we can switch an I Shall Rage with Faith is a Choice to be able to use Meditate skill for more defense. Feel free to experiment and select the one that best suits your playstyle. Conclusion: the Invoker Eye Strike build is very fun and feels amazing to play. Can clear entire group of monsters with speed and power. It can dash from pack to pack and destroy them with satisfying lightning and icy explosions for very fast clear. The fact that can chill and freeze groups of enemies so fast, making them unable to retaliate and then shatter them, helps our character in avoiding and surviving a lot of potential damage. However, when it gets hit, frozen or stunned, while also sitting in damaging ground effects, would be very hard to recover and our character can easily die within the current setup and budget. The build has definitely massive room for improvement, especially regarding defense, and with proper investment, these defensive issues mentioned earlier can be solved. It has been a blast to play, immensely enjoyable, and I highly recommend it. And this concludes our look at the Invoker Eye Strike build. But what do you think about it? Have you tried it already? Do you have any suggestions? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. I will add more gameplay from T14 and T15 maps at the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like and don't forget to subscribe, as we will cover POE 2 extensively on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. All the best. Bye.